Hello everyone and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Mr. Lim KH and today we will be going through P6 Math Prelim paper from the School of Rosyth Primary. Okay, so we're going to move into the first MCQ section. Let's start with question 1. Okay, round off 80,282 to the nearest tenth. Okay, I think something is missing. I think there should be a decimal here. Okay, so this should be 80.282. Okay, so 10 would be the first decimal place, which is this. Okay, so we're gonna look behind. Behind is an 8, which means that we need to round it off to 80.3. Okay, so 80.3, the answer will be number 3. Question 2, express 6 plus 10f minus 4 plus 2f in the simplest form. Okay, so the first thing that we can do is we should be rearranging this equation into this form. So I'm gonna write like it's gonna be 6 minus 4 plus 10f, okay, plus 2f. Okay, so one common mistake that students make will be like when they move the 4, they will change it into a 6 plus 4. Then after that, they will write it as minus 10f plus 2f. Okay, so this one is something that is wrong. Okay, so this is the correct one. Okay, so this will give you 6 minus 4 is a 2, and then 10f plus 2f will give you a 12f. Okay, so it will be 2 plus a 12f or 12f plus 2. The answer will be number 1. Question 3, the average amount of money saved by Annie and Ben was $36. Annie saved 3 times as much as Ben. So how much did Ben save? Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to use 36 times 2. Okay, this will give us the total between Annie and Ben. This 36 times 2 will be $72. So this is the total. Okay, since Annie saved 3 times as much as Ben, you can always draw a simple model like this if you can't visualize. Okay, and then the total will be 72. So the next step that you need to do will be to find what is 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit is 72 divided by 4. Okay, which will give us 18. And that is how much Ben saved. Okay, the answer will be number 2. Okay, question 4. What is the length of the pencil in the figure below? Okay, so take note that it did not start from 0. Okay, so we have to count it in a different way. For me personally, like okay, so the first thing that the student will need to establish is that there are 5 markings, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, which means that each marking here is a 0.2. Okay, so it will be a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I like to count the 1 cms. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then what's left will be here to here. Okay, here to here is a 0.4. So the total will be 5 plus 0.4, which is a 5.4 cm. The option is okay, number 2. Okay, question 5. What is the possible mass of the watermelon in the figure below? So 6.5 grams is probably too light. Okay, 65 grams also like not likely. 6.5 kg, maybe around there. Okay, 65 kg is not likely because 65 kg is around it's the weight of a adult. Okay, so for this question, the answer will be number 3. Question 6. When is facing east, he turns a 225 degree in a clockwise direction. He then turns a 45 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. Which direction is he facing now? Okay, so for this question, I'm going to draw out the north, south, east, west. This will be the north. Okay, south, and this is the west, and this is the east. Okay, so Wang is facing east. Okay, and then he turns a 225 degree in the clockwise direction. Clockwise direction would be in this direction. It is 180 and plus another 45. Okay, so the first thing you need to realize is 180 plus another 45 degree is 225. Okay, so he'll be facing in this direction, and then after that he turns a 45 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. So he turns a 45 degree this direction, and then he ends up facing west. Okay, so number 4 is the answer. Okay, question 7. Which two lines are perpendicular to each other? Let's go through the answers one by one. Like, there are a few perpendicular lines that I can see. These two. Okay, and maybe there are others. Okay, but is AB and CD perpendicular to each other? AB and where's CD? AB and CD are definitely not. They are parallel to each other. Okay, GH and IJ. Okay, GH and IJ, you have to be careful. Okay, it doesn't look like they're parallel because GH is crossing through here and here. Okay, and then IJ is not crossing through the corners of the grid. If you have a set square, I think using a set square, you will be able to tell if they are perpendicular or not. Okay, EF and IJ. EF and IJ are parallel, not perpendicular to each other. Okay, GH and EF is basically the first one which I was talking about. GH here and EF here. It's pretty obvious if you can see that they are crossing through the corners of the grid like this. Okay, so the answer is number 4. Question 8. In the figure below, ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD. Oh, okay, ABCD. Okay, EDC. It's a straight line. AB is parallel to DC, so I'm gonna mark it down first. Okay, we need to find what is angle DAB. DAB is this one over here. Okay, so to find angle DAB, we can first find angle ADE. Angle ADE is basically 180 minus 108 plus 40. Okay, so it will be 180 minus 148. Okay, which will give you 32 degree. Okay, so if this is 32, and by the alternate angle rule, this is also 32. Okay, so angle DAB is 32, and the answer is number 2. Question 9. The figure below is made up of 3 straight lines. Find angle W. Okay, by the vertically opposite, we know that this is 76. So 76 plus 24, it will give you 100. So angle W will be equals to 180 minus 100. Okay, which is equal to 80. Answer is number 2. Question 10, the table below shows the rental fees for skates. Okay, so for the first hour, $10 per pair. Every additional half an hour, $6 per pair. So Sadeli rented a pair of skates from 10 AM to 12 noon. So 10 AM to 12 noon, that is 2 hours. Okay, how much did she pay? So for the first hour, she need to pay $10. Okay, so for the next hour because it's half an hour, $6. So for the next hour, she need to pay 6 times 2, which is $12. Okay, so 10 plus 12 will be equal to 22. 10 plus 12 is equals to 22. Answer is number 3. Okay, question 11, a number when divided by 10 gives a remainder of 7. Okay, which of the following can be added to the number to change it to a multiple of 5? Okay, a number when divided by 10 gives a remainder of 7. So which means that the number should be a multiple of 10. 30, 40, and so on. Okay, with 7 added to it, so it'd be like 17, 27, 37, and 47, and so on. Okay, which of the following can be added to the number to change it to a multiple of 5? So there's only like 3. When added to them, that will give you a multiple of 5, because if you add any other numbers, you will not end up with a 0 or a 5 in the last digit. Okay, so this one, the answer is number 3. So for this question, the first thing you need to figure out is the number is a multiple of 10 plus 7. Question 12, Mr. Lim had $100. He bought 2 crabs which cost $30.50 each. Some fishes which cost $23.70. How much money had he left? Okay, so he bought 2 crabs which cost $30.50 each. So times 2 will give you $61. Okay, and then $61 plus the $23.70. Okay, that will give me $84.70. And then after that, the last step will be to use 100 minus 84.70. That will give me $15.30. Okay, so the answer is number 1. If at any point you cannot work it out mentally, you have to write down your working and make sure you get the correct answer. But because this is MCQ, so even if you make a careless mistake, don't worry, you will not find any one of the options. Then just redo and check for careless mistakes. Question 13, Madam Rosie sold only roses on Mother's Day. She sold 200 stocks of them in the morning. Okay, and 2/5 of the remainder in the afternoon. After that, she had half of the roses left. How many stocks of roses did she sell in the afternoon? Okay, so for this kind of question, you can draw a simple model like this. This is 200 in the morning. Okay, and 2/5 of the remainder in the afternoon. So we do not know how much is the remainder. I'm just gonna draw a random block and I'm gonna cut it into 5 parts. Okay, shade 2, and these 2 will be in the afternoon. Okay, after that she had half of the roses left, so this is basically half, right? Okay, which also means that here to here is the other half. Okay, with this, you should realize that the 200 is actually equal to 1 unit. Okay, so if you want to find 2 units, it will basically be equal to 400. The answer is number 1. Okay, because the model is not drawn to scale, so after you realize that this is 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, okay, this will be 1 unit, 1 unit also, and so this 200 is actually 1 unit. Just that when I started drawing the model, I do not know how big or small, okay, is the model. So keep in mind, whenever you're drawing a model, it might not be proportional. Question 14, the figure below is made up of 4 identical circles, 1, 2, 3, 4 inside a square. Okay, the length of the square is 28 cm. Okay, find the perimeter of the shaded part. Okay, take pi to be 22/7. Now, the first thing that I need to find is probably here, here, and here. Okay, so the perimeter of the red lines will add up to become 2 circles. Okay, so I'm gonna find the perimeter of 2 circles first. 2 times pi times, okay, the diameter of the circle will be 14 cm. So 22/7 times 14. Okay, do your reducing, divide by 7, divide by 7, and it will give you 88. Okay, then after that I need to add here to here is 14. Here to here is 14, which is 28. So 88 plus 28, which will give me a 116. Okay, the answer should be number 3. Question 15. A survey was conducted to find out the favorite snack of a group of 50 children. Okay, they could only pick one type of snack, and each type was picked by at least 1 children. The table below showed the results of the survey, given that the most popular snack is Mummy Monster and the least popular snack was prawn crackers. What was the greatest number of children who picked potato chips? Okay, so there are 50 children. Okay, the most popular is Mummy Monster, so this is the most popular and this is the least. Okay, what is the greatest number of children who pick potato chips? Okay, so if you want the greatest number of children who pick potato chips, then chocolate's gotta be 4. Okay, cannot be 3 because the question says that the least popular snack is the prawn cracker. Right, the least popular. Okay, and so the first thing that I'm gonna do is 24 plus 3 plus 4 is gonna give me 31. Okay, then after that 50 minus 31 is gonna give me 19. Okay, so the answer will be number 1. Okay, moving on to the short written section of paper 1, question 16. List all the common factors of 20 and 35. Okay, so if you remember, the first thing that you need to do is list down all the factors of 20. We're gonna do it like this: 1 times 20. Okay, 2 times 10. 4 times 5, and I don't think there is any more. Okay, 35 will be 1 times 35. 5 times 7. Okay, and then that's about it. So common factors will be 5 and a 1. Did I miss out anything? I don't. Sorry, 1 and 5. Okay. Question 17, express a 3.2 as a percentage. So remember, when you're converting to percentage, you multiply whatever that they give you. Okay, 100. Be it a fraction, a decimal, just multiply it by 100. Be careful not to mistake this as 3.2%. A lot of students will make this mistake. Okay, so 3.2 times 100, do your jumping bean. It is going to be 320%. Question 18. At the carnival, 215 toys were sold in 4 days. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. How many toys were sold on Tuesday? Okay, so we're gonna write down the number of toys sold on each day. First, Monday will be 20, Wednesday will be 80. Okay, Thursday will be 50. Okay, so I'm gonna add them together first. 80 plus 20. Okay, plus 50 is 150, and then after that 215 minus 150. Okay, that will give me 65. Okay, question 19. The figure below shows a solid that is made of 1 cm cubes. Find the volume of the solid. Okay, so basically we need to count the number of cubes. Okay, usually for this kind of question, I prefer to count it by layers. Okay, the bottommost layers, that means how many cubes are touching the ground. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's 11. Okay, the next layer, that's 3, and this one, that's 2, and this one, that's 1. Okay, so you just add it up all together, you're gonna get, so 11 plus 3 is 14, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, the volume of this figure will be 17 cubic cm. Question 20, complete symmetric figure below with PQ as the line of symmetry. Okay, actually this question is already drawn, but yep, you have to draw your figure like this, okay, using a ruler, and so that you can get the straight lines. Question 21, find the value of 7 divided by 8. Give your answers corrected to 2 decimal place. Okay, 7 divided by 8. 0 minus 0, you're gonna get a 7. Okay, add in a 0. For the rest, I can use a black. Add in the decimal, and then after that, you'll be 8 times 8 minus 64. You get a 6. Add a 0, bring down a 0, and then after that, you'll be 7 minus 56. You get a 4. Add in a 0. And the last one will be a 5 because it'll be minus 40. Okay, so this one, if you round it off to 2 decimal place, it will give you 0.88. Question 22, the figure below not drawn to scale is formed using 2 identical squares. Okay, so I think these are the 2 identical squares. Okay, 2 identical large equilateral triangle, these 2, and 2 identical small equilateral triangles, these 2. Okay, the length of the square is 15 cm. Find the perimeter of the figure. Okay, so the first thing you need to realize is this is 15. This is 15, right? So that means here to here is, okay, 30. So if this is 30, it also means that use green color. Okay, this plus this is 30, and this plus this is another 30, which means that it will be 30 plus 30, which is equal to 60. Alright, 30 plus 30 is equals to 60. Okay, once you realize this, then the other side, this is also another 60, and you just need to plus 15 plus 15, which is plus 30. Okay, 60 plus 60 plus 30, it will be 150 centimeter. Question 23. Nicole had some sugar. She used a 1/5 kg of the sugar to make cupcakes and 1/3 of the sugar to make jelly. She had 140 grams of sugar left. How many grams of sugar did Nicole have at first? Okay, so this question, your first line of understanding is you got to make sure you know that this is the one with kg, this is a fraction. Okay, so don't make the mistake of adding these two together. So if you were to draw a simple model, you can cut it into 3 parts. Okay, this is 1/3. Okay, but the 1/5 kg, I'm not sure how big or how small. I'm just gonna draw a random, maybe 1/5 kg, and then the rest here will be the 140 grams. Okay, so but we can see that this is 2 unit. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert the 1/5 kg into grams. Okay, it's gonna be equal to 200 grams. Because it'll be easier if I do this, 2 units is equals to 200 plus 140, which is 340 grams. Okay, so 1 unit is equals to 170 grams. So how many grams of sugar total will be 3 unit, right? So 3 unit will be 510 grams. Okay, question 24. A, B, C, D, and D, E, F, A are identical trapezium. So AG is equals to GO is equals to OH is equals to HD. So this, and this. Okay, what fraction of the figure is shaded? Leave your answer in the simplest form. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to cut it into equal shapes. So first I'm gonna draw this line. Okay, I'm gonna draw a line through the center, through the O, and I'm gonna draw another line here. Okay, and then after that I'm gonna cut it up into identical triangles. Okay, once this is done, you just need to figure out what is the total number of triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So total is 12. There are 2 shaded, and change it to simplest form will be 1/6. Question 25. Bridget is 12 years old now. Her cousin is Y years younger than her. Find their combined age 5 years later in terms of Y. Okay, so Let's list everything out properly. Now, okay, Bridget is 12 years old. That means her cousin is y years younger, right? So it will be y, 12 minus y. Okay, so 5 years later. Okay, Bridget will be 17. Okay, and the cousin will be 17 minus y. So if you want to find their combined age, right? So or the total age is going to be 17 plus 17, which is 34 minus y. Okay. Question 26, the table below shows the month of April in 1 year. Mr. Osman plans to attend a course 38 days after the 12th of April. Which day will he be attending the course? Okay, so Mr. Osman plans to attend a course 38 days after. Okay, so this will be counted as like the first day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So okay, I'm gonna list it out properly because this is the 7th day. So if I were to continue, this will be the 14th, right? On which day will he be attending? Okay, so in the next week, this will be the 21st day. Okay, and this will be the 28th day. And then after that, in the following week, this will be 25th day, right? The 25th day, remember this is a Tuesday. Okay, so 35th, 36th, 37, okay, 38 will be on a Friday. Okay, for this type of question, it's best you list it out properly because a lot of students will mistaken this as the first day. Okay, and then your 7th day will be different. Question 27, James cut out a square and a triangle to form from a rectangular strip of paper as shown below. So square ABCD has an area of 81 square cm. Okay, and square ABCD has the same perimeter as triangle XYZ. Okay, XY is 12 cm and XZ is 14 cm. Find the area of triangle XYZ. Okay, so if I need to find the triangle XYZ, I need to first find what is YZ. Okay, and then after that, using half times base times height, the next thing you got to realize is, okay, this is the height, right? So the first thing you need to figure out is what's the length of what is the side of the square. Okay, if this is 81 square cm, so this will be 9 cm, right? This will also be 9 cm. Okay, 9 times 9 will give you the 81. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what is YZ first. 9 times 4 is equals to 36, which is the perimeter of square. Perimeter of ABCD. Okay, so the next step will be to use 36 to minus away 12 plus 14. Okay, so it will be 36 minus 26, which is 10 cm. Okay, so this is for YZ. 10 cm, so you should realize that the height now, the height is 9 cm, right? So to find the area of triangle XYZ, okay, the next step will be to use half times base times height, which is half times 10 times 9. Okay, do your reducing, divided by 2, divided by 5. 5 times 9 will give you 45 very quickly. Okay, 45 square cm. Okay, question 28. In the square grid, PQ, okay, it's a straight line. PQ forms one side of a rhombus, PQRS. Complete the drawing of the rhombus PQRS. Label the points RS. Okay, so PQR. So making use of this grid, you know that, okay, it's spanning across 2 times 4, right? So you should also span across 4 times 2. And so your R should be here. Okay, so in the same way, Q will be here. Just need to join them up properly. Okay, using a ruler and a pencil, you'll be able to draw it nicely. Okay, R and S. Okay, question 29. The figure below is made up of a parallelogram ABOE, so ABOE, and the trapezium BCDO. Okay, angle EAB is 112, angle OBC is 138. Okay, I need to find what is angle EOD, which is here. Okay, since ABOE is a trapezium, so I know that this angle here is 112. Okay, angle EOB is equals to 112. And I can also find angle BOD. Angle BOD is 180 minus 138. Okay, because these two are parallel, so these two angles will add up to become 180. 42. So to find angle EOD, I just need to use 112 plus 42. Okay, 112 plus 42 will give me 154 degree. Okay, so next. Question 30. At the carnival, 5 boys played darts at 2 stations from 9 AM to 10:30 AM. So at any time, 2 of them played while the other 3 boys watched. Okay, if each of them had the same amount of time playing darts, how many minutes did each boy play the game? Okay, so in this question, if there's a total of 5 boys and only 2 of them can play at a time. Okay, from 9 AM to 10:30, there is it is basically 1.5 hours. Okay, 9 AM to 10:30. This is 1.5 hours. Okay, which is equal to 90 minutes. In this case, it's better to okay, they're asking for how many minutes, right? So we're gonna convert it to minutes. So the shortcut way is to use 2/5 times 90. Okay, or you can do it as 90 divided by 5. Okay, times 2. It is the same way. So I'm gonna reduce divided by 5 divided by 5, 18. So 18 times 2, it will be 36 minutes. Okay, so this is the fast method. Okay, if you don't understand what's happening, you can basically try to list them out. Okay, so if there are 5 boys, right, you can treat the 5 boys as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so you can list them out like A, B, C, D, E. Okay, draw a line down, draw a line across. So this will be playing and this will be watching. Okay, so slowly rotate the boys in. I'm gonna rotate out E so that A, B, and then this will be C, and then this will be D. Okay, after that, after playing for an equal amount of time, E is gonna come here. A, B, C, D is gonna come out. Okay, and you just continue E, A, B, C, D. Okay, who is next? E, A, B, C, D. Okay, E, A, B, C, D. Okay, so the last one is not counted, right? So just to show you that it comes back, right? So the total time will be here to here. There are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There are 5 slots. Okay, so to find the timing for each slot, you just need to use the 90, okay, divided by 5, which will give you the 18 minutes. Okay, so each slot is 18 minutes. And then if you look at any one of the boys, let's say you focus on D, play toys, right? If you focus on C, play 2 slots. If you focus on B, also 2 slots. Okay, so any one of the boys will only get to play 2 slots out of 5 slots. The next step will be to 18 times 2. Okay, and then you also get the 36 minutes. Okay, we're gonna move on to paper 2, question 1. Okay, Uncle Bob sells a bubble tea at $6.30 per cup for 700 per cup of 700 ml. Okay, he only sells one size of bubble tea at his store. Uncle Bob wants to make $1,000 a day. What's the minimum number of cups he must sell? Okay, so if he wants to make $1,000 and if each cup is $6.30, so first step would be to use $1,000 divided by $6.30, right? Okay, key this into your calculator. It's gonna give you 158.730 dot dot dot. Okay, you need to round this up to 159. Okay, so he need to sell 159 cups. Okay, because it's asking for the minimum cups. Okay, if you want to check, you can always double confirm by using 158, right? Don't round it off to 158 because 158 cups times $6.30 will give you 158 times 6.3. Okay, it's only $995.40. Okay, if you use 159 times 6.30, you're gonna get 59 times 6.3. Okay, $1,000, $1,001.70. Question 2, Miss Lee bought 8/9 kg of butter. 1/3 kg of butter was needed to bake a cake. She wanted to bake the greatest possible number of cakes. Okay, each of the statement below is either true, false, or not possible to tell from the information given. We are gonna decide which is which. Okay, the greatest number of cakes Miss Lee baked was 2. Okay, so the first one, what you need to do is you need to use 8/9 divided by, okay, 1/3. So 8/9 divided by 1/3 it's gonna give you 2 and 2/3. Okay, so which means that the greatest number of cakes that you can bake is indeed 2. Okay, after baking, Miss Lee had 2/3 kg of butter left. Okay, this is definitely false. Okay, remember this 2/3 over here, this 2/3 over here is not, okay, not kg. Okay, it is in fraction. So basically, if you want to find the exact amount left, you have to use 2/3, okay, times 1/3, which will be 2/9 kg left. Question 3, the solid below is made up of 11 cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For part A, draw the side view of the solid on the grid below. Okay, so in this question, we can see that the base consists of 3 cubes and the height consists of 3 cubes. So I'm going to draw the base first. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the height will be 3 cubes. And then if you can visualize, the side view of the cube or of the solid should look like this. Okay, so for part B, Nora painted the whole solid including the base. Then she took it apart into 11 cubes. Okay, how many of the cubes have 2 of the faces painted? So we're gonna slowly eliminate the ones that are more obvious. These will have more than 2. Okay, this will have more than 2, more than 2, more than 2, and this will have more than 2. This is also quite obvious to have more than 2, right? And this one will have 1, 2, 3 faces painted, right? This one will have 3 faces painted. It is wrong. So now we're left with 4 cubes, 2 at the bottom and 2 that we can see, 2 that we cannot see, okay? And 2 that we can see in front. This one over here will have how many faces painted? Okay, this one will have 3 faces painted, so this is wrong. What about the one behind? The one behind will have also 3 faces painted, so the one behind is also wrong. Okay, this cube over here will have 2 faces painted because only the top and the bottom is exposed. Okay, so that is 1. The cube that is behind it will also have 2 of its faces painted. Okay, because its back is exposed and the bottom is exposed. The rest of the parts are covered. Okay, so in this case there are 2 cubes, okay, which have 2 of the faces painted. The diagram below is drawn to scale. Use a protractor to measure A. So I can't use a protractor to measure it off. So if you have, remember, okay, to cut it off into this, and on top will be 180 degrees. So basically, you just need to measure here. Okay, which can be around, you know, around 55. Oh, sorry, around 45 degrees. Okay, question 5. There are 2 numbers. One is 3 times the other. Okay, they have exactly 4 common factors. 3 of the common factors are 1, 3, and 7. Okay, what are the 2 numbers? Okay, we're gonna find the lowest common multiple of 1, 3, and 7 first. So lowest common multiple of 1, 3, and 7 is basically equal to 21. Okay, so so there's a chance that 21 is one of the number. We're gonna try it, okay? There are 2 numbers, one is 3 times the other, so I don't think I can divide this by 3 to get a 7, because if it is a 7, then 3 is not a factor. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 21 times 3 to get 63. So are these 2 the numbers I'm going to list down the factors first. Okay, factors of 21. 1 times 21, there's no 2, there's a 3 times 7. Is there anything else? No. Okay, 63 will have a 1 times 63, 3 times 21. Okay, 9 times 7. 7, 8, 10. I think yeah, these are the ones, so I'm gonna circle the common factor. 1, 21, okay, 3, 3, and 7, 7. Okay, so I guess the fourth common factor should be 21, which is missing. Okay, so the two numbers are 21 and 63. Question 6. A sum of money was shared among 3 girls, Maggie, Alice, and Cecilia. Maggie received $M. Alice received twice as much money as Maggie, and Cecilia received $55 less than Alice. Okay, so Maggie received $M. Let's make it clearer. Alice received twice as much as Maggie. We highlight all the way. Okay. And Cecilia received $55 less than Alice. So in this case, the part A, I need to express the amount of Cecilia's money in terms of M. So Maggie is equals to $M. Okay, so Alice received twice as much as Maggie, so it'll be 2M. Okay, Cecilia received $55 less than Alice, so it'll be 2M minus 55. Okay, so this will be your answer for part A. 2M minus 55. Let me write this down first. Okay, so if M is 35, find the total sum of money shared by the 3 girls. Okay, so I'm gonna rewrite everything. So M is basically $35, right? Okay, Alice will be 2 times will be $70. Okay, Cecilia will be 70 minus 55, which is $15. We're gonna find the total. Okay, total will be 70 plus 35 plus 15, okay, which is $120. Question 7. Mr. Chan bought some pots of plants at $15 each. He also bought an equal number of identical bags of soil. So for the plants, okay. Average price of a pot of plant and a bag of soil was $12.50. Mr. Chan paid $45 less for the bags of soil than the plants. How much did he spend on the plants? Average price of a pot of plant and a bag of soil is $12.50. Okay, so from this sentence here, okay, I know that if I use $12.50 times 2, I'm gonna get $25. Okay, this is the total of 1 plant plus 1 bag of soil. Okay, and then since cost of plants at $15 each, right? So which means that okay, 25 minus 15 is $10. This is one bag of soil. Cost of one bag of soil. Okay, so okay, in this question, the key thing is actually this over here. He bought an equal number of identical bags of soil for the plants. So equal number of plants and soil, right? Okay, which means that, and he paid $45, okay, less for the bags of soil. So this is the difference. $45 is the difference. I will need to use I need to find the difference between one bag of plant and one bag of soil, which is 15. Then after that, I will need to use 45, okay, divided by 15, which is 3. Okay, this is 3 groups. Okay, which basically means 3 bag of soil and 3 pots of plants. How much did he spend on the plants? Plants is $15 each, so 3 times 15 is equals to $45. Okay. Hold on, something seems to be missing. Oh, okay, I made a mistake over here. It is not a 15 minus 10. Oh, sorry, it's not 25 minus 10, it's actually 15 minus 10. Okay, so it's 15 minus 10, which will give you $5. Okay, so this is the difference of 1. And then after that, I'm gonna use 45 divided by 5, which will give me 9. Okay, 9 groups, which basically means that there's 9 pots of plants and 9 pots of 9 bags of soil. So 9 times 15 is equals to okay, so the reason why I realized that I got it wrong is because when you do checking, okay, 9 bags of soil will be $90. So if you use 135 minus 90, it's gonna give you 45, okay, which tallies with the 45 over here. Just now when I did some mental calculation, I couldn't get the 45. Okay, so 135 is the answer. Okay, question 8. The figure below not drawn to scale is made up of a circle and a right angle triangle x, y, and z. Okay, x, y is equals to y, z. So this is equal to this. Okay, x, y is 20 cm. 20 cm, we got it. Y, z is the diameter of the circle. Find the area of the shaded part. Okay, take pi to be 3.14. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this over here like this. Okay, this is the center of the circle. And then I know that since x, y is equals to y, z. Okay, so y, z is equals to 20 cm, and so this is 10 cm. This is 10 cm. Okay, so the plan is to find the area of the big triangle XYZ. Okay, then I'm gonna subtract away the area of this smaller triangle, and I'm gonna subtract away the area of this quarter circle. So I'm gonna write down area XYZ first. Okay, is equals to half times 20 times 20. do your reducing, you're gonna get 200 square cm. Okay, next I'm gonna find the area of the small triangle. Okay, it's gonna be half times 10 times 10. Okay, 50 cm square, and then next I'm gonna find the area of this quarter circle, so it'll be 1 quarter times, okay, pi times r square, which is n square. This will give me 78.5 square cm. So the last thing that I have to do is to use 200 to minus away 50 and minus away 78.5. Okay, which is 150 minus away 78.5, which will give me 71.5 square cm. Okay, just double checking to see if I didn't make any mistake. I don't think so. Okay, 71.5 is the answer. Question 9. Rectangular tank measuring 60 cm long by 15 by 40 cm high was 1/3 filled with water at first. Okay, Devi filled 4 identical bottles with water to the brim. She then poured all the water from the bottles into the rectangular tank, and the tank became 3/4 full. Okay, what was the capacity of each bottle? Okay, so to find the capacity of each bottle, the first thing we need to find is the volume of water that came from all the bottles, right? And to find that, we can basically find what is the volume of increase in water. Okay, so to find the volume in increase in water, I'm going to find the increase in height first. Okay, I think that will be easier. So I'm gonna first do this. So it is first 1/3 filled, right? So 1/3 times 40 is gonna give me 'kay, leave it in fraction, is gonna be 13 1/3 cm. Okay, this is the height of the water at first. Okay, then after that, the tank became 3/4 full. So I'm gonna use 3/4 times 40. Okay, this is a bit easier. 30 cm. So this is the height in the end. Okay, 30 minus 13 1/3 is gonna give me 16 2/3 cm. This is the increase in height. Okay, so in the next step, I'm gonna find the volume of water. From the bottles. Okay, that would be to use the increase in height. Okay, that would be the height multiplied by 60 multiplied by 15. Okay, this will give me times 60 times 15. Okay, 15,000. Okay, this will be in ml, and then the last step, I'm gonna write it over here. Last step will be to use a 15000 divided by 4. Okay, because we want to find the capacity of each bottle. Okay, 3750 ml. Okay, or 3.75 liters. Okay, since the question never specify anything, I'm gonna write down 3750 ml. Question 10. The figure is made up of a rectangle ABCD. So ABCD is a rectangle and two identical squares, DE, FG and HIJF. Okay, EJ. EJ, okay, and HG are straight lines. We need to find what is angle P. Okay, so the first angle that I'm gonna find is this. Okay, this will be 90 minus, I'm gonna write it over here, so angle ADG. Go to 90 minus 33, which will be 57 degree. Okay, so this is 57. Next, I'm gonna find this. So you realize the angle EDA, okay, is 90 minus 57, which will give you back, okay, 33. Okay, we know that this is 90, and so we know that this is also 57. Okay, I would have gotten it by using the alternate angle rule, but it is okay. So we know that this angle here is 57 also by vertically opposite. This corner here is 90 degree. And so you know that this is 33. Okay, so to find angle P, you just need to use 180 minus 33. Okay, that will give you 147 degree. Question 11. Alex and Benjamin were each given some stickers. Alex had 4 times as many stickers as Benjamin. After Alex gave away 203 stickers and Benjamin gave away 206 stickers, Benjamin had 3 times as many stickers left as Alex. Okay, how many more stickers did Alex have than Benjamin at first? Okay, so this question is basically the units or parts solving technique, or you can use model to solve it also, because this one can be explained using a model because they're all giving away. Okay, gave away and gave away. So I am going to solve it by the model method first, then after that I'll solve it by the faster way to show you the 2 different ways. Okay, so Alex and Benjamin were each given some stickers. Alex had 4 times as many stickers as Benjamin at first. I'm gonna draw a big model, so I'm gonna draw like 4 times. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this into 4 first. I'm gonna try my best to cut them up equally. Okay, then after that I'm gonna draw one block like this. Okay, so this would be Alex, and this would be Benjamin. Okay, so after Alex gave away 203 stickers and Benjamin gave away 26 stickers, Benjamin had 3 times as many stickers left as Alex. Okay, so I'm gonna draw out the 3 times. I'm gonna try and draw it as small as possible. Not as small as possible, a bit smaller so that they will not be the same. Okay, so we try to highlight it. Okay, I should use a different color. Pink maybe. Okay, so this is what's left, which means that we should realize that from here to here is the 203, right? And then from this is basically the 26. Okay, so from here, okay, we can start to cut it up into this way. Block on top, you can actually cut it up into this, okay, and another 26, right? Okay, which basically means that I'm not gonna continue and cut it up. This block here can be represented by a 3 unit plus 26, okay, which is this block here. 3 unit plus 26, okay, 3 unit plus 26. 3 unit plus 26, and then you can see that since from here to here is 203, I'm gonna write down the working here. So 203 is equals to 2 unit plus 26. I'm gonna bracket it up so that you can see it properly. 3 unit plus 26, another 3 unit plus 26. Okay, and another 3 unit plus 26. Okay, if you add it up, it will be 11 unit plus, okay, 26 times 4, 104. So 11 units is equals to 99, and we know that 1 unit is equals to 9. Okay, going back to the question. How many more stickers did Alex have than Benjamin at first? Okay, so this part over here is what you want to find. Okay, which means that what you want to find is first we need to find what is 9 units, right? Okay, 9 units is 81 because it's 369. Okay, then after that we need to use 81 plus 26 times 3. Okay, that will give us 159 stickers. Okay, so this is the model method. I'm gonna solve it by the units and parts way. Okay, but the way that I solve units and parts is a bit different. I'm gonna just work it out the usual way that I solve it. Okay, so Alex is to Benjamin is 4:1 at first, right? And then after that, Alex gave away 2 or 3, and Benjamin gave away 26. In the end, the ratio became 1:3, right? Okay, so this is the units. And this will be the parts. Okay, so what we do is we first gonna cross multiply. If you're familiar with the cross multiplication method, okay, you're gonna get 12 unit minus 203 times 3. Okay, is equals to 1 unit minus 26. Okay, at this point, 11 units is equals to 609. minus 26. Okay, it's gonna give me a 583, and so 1 unit will be equal to 53. Okay, once you've gotten this, then you can proceed on to do the check. Okay, so if 1 unit is 53, A is to B, 53 times 4 would be 212 is to 53. So this is the exact number of stickers they have at first. So minus 203 and minus 26, what will it give us? Okay, this will give me a 9. 3 minus 26 will give me a 27. Okay, so simplest form is indeed 1:3. That means everything that you've calculated is correct and there's no careless mistake. So the last step will be to use 212 minus 53. Okay, and you will get the same answer of 159. Okay, so basically these two are the different ways that you can use to solve this question. Whichever way that you use to solve this question, the best method for you is the method that you understand the most. Question 12. Mel has a total of 648 black and white buttons. He has 360 more black buttons than white buttons. Okay, he puts all the black buttons equally into empty black boxes and puts all the white buttons equally into empty white boxes. Okay, there are thrice as many black boxes as white boxes. Each black box contains 4 more buttons than each white box. How many buttons are there in each white box? So after reading through this question, there's a lot of information and I am very confused. Okay, so now I'm gonna start to sort out the info. Mel has a total of 648 black and white. Okay, he has 360 more black. Okay, so the first thing that I can figure out is he has more black, right? So I'm gonna draw a simple model here. 360, and this is the white, and the total is 648. Okay, so the first thing that I can figure out is the exact number of black and white buttons. Okay, to figure out the white, you just need to use 648 minus 360, okay, divided by 2. 648 minus 360 divided by 2. Okay, it will be 144. To figure out the black, you can use 648 plus 360 and then divide it by 2. Okay, 504. Okay, so we have sorted out the first part, which is here. Okay, next he puts all the black buttons equally into empty black boxes and put all the white buttons equally into empty white boxes. There are thrice as many black boxes as white boxes. Okay, so the next step that I'm gonna do is I need to find the equal number of white box and black boxes. Like how many buttons are there? Okay, so for the 504, I need to divide it by 3. Okay, so this is for the black buttons in the black boxes. Okay, comparing to the 144 white, this is like equal boxes. Okay, each black box contains 4 more buttons than each white box. Okay, so now I can use the grouping method, which is to use 168 minus 144. The difference divided by the difference in each box. This will give me 6 groups. Okay, or in this case it will be 6 boxes. Yep, 6 groups or okay, boxes. Okay, how many buttons are there in each white box? Okay, so the last step would be to use a 144, which is the total white buttons divided by the 6 boxes. Okay, 144 divided by 6 will give me 24 white buttons. Okay, question 13. The graph shows the number of visitors to the museum from Jan to June. Okay, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June. Question part A, in which 1 month period was there the greatest change in the number of visitors to the museum? Okay, so let's write down the number of visitors first. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps, so each gap is a 25, right? Okay, so for Jan there is 250. In Feb there is 600. In March there is 300. Okay, in April there is 675. In May there is 825. And in June there is 525. Okay, in which 1 month period was there the greatest change in the number of visitors? Okay, to be like safer, you have to slowly subtract. So I'm gonna do that. So this will be plus 350. Okay, this will be a minus 300. This would be a plus 375, right? And this will be 825 minus 675 plus 150, and then 825 minus 525, this would be minus 300. Okay, so which means that the greatest change would be March to April. Which is an increase of 375. Okay, in the month of June, for every adult visitors, 2 visitors were children. Okay, how many visitors were children in June? So for part B, since the ratio of adult is to children is 1:2, right? Okay, and the total is 525. So 525 divided by 3, and then after that we're gonna times 2. Okay, 525 divided by 3 and times 2, so there is a 350 children. Okay. Okay, part C, from January to February, what was the percentage increase in the number of visitors to the museum? So for part C, okay, the percentage increase would be, we need to find out what is the increase. Actually, I've already found the increase, which is 350. Okay, over here. And then divide by the original, which is the number in January. Okay, and then multiply it by 100. Okay, this will be a 140% increase. Okay, question 14. The figure below shows a rectangle and 11 identical shaded circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, each shaded circle is in contact with those next to it. The rectangle has a perimeter of 384 cm. Okay, so we need to find the radius of one circle. So the first thing we need to figure out is across the length. Okay, how many circles are there? There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and across the breadth, how many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, since each of them is a diameter, so I'm gonna treat this as like a D. Okay, or you can treat it as 1 unit, right? Okay, it's up to you. I'm gonna treat it as a diameter. So across the length plus breadth, where should I do the working? I think I should have enough space over here. Part A, L plus B is equals to 5 plus 7, which is equal to 12. Okay, so perimeter. Okay, wait. Okay, so perimeter is equals to 12 plus 12, which is 24 diameter. Okay, so basically 1 diameter is equal to 384 divided by 24. Okay, which means that the radius is basically 8 cm. Okay, 16 divided by 2. That is the answer for part A. Okay, part B, more identical shaded circles are added. Okay, the whole rectangle is then covered with the maximum number of shaded circles. Find the area of the rectangle that is not covered by the shaded circles. Okay, so for part B, to find the area that is not covered by the shaded circles, the plan is we're gonna use the area of the whole rectangle. Okay, minus away the total area of the circles. So the first thing that we need to find is how many circles are there in this rectangle. Okay, so since there is 5 on this side and 7 on this side, okay, 7 times 5 is equals to 35. So this is the total circles. Okay, then the next thing I need to find is the length. Okay, the length of the rectangle is 5 times 16. Okay, 80 cm. The breadth is 7 times 16, which is 112 cm, and so the area of the rectangle is equals to 80 times 112, which will be equal to 8,960 square cm. Okay, so I'm gonna find the area of total circles. Okay, so I found that there's gonna be 35 of them. Okay, and to find the area of one circle, I need to use pi times r times r. Okay, so this is gonna give me, so we can reduce over here, divided by 7 will give me a 5, divided by 7 will give me a 1. Okay, so 5 times 22 times 8 times 8 will give me a 7,040. So to find the final answer, you just have to use the area of the rectangle minus the area of the total circles, and that will give you the answer. Question 15. The figure below is made up of a right-angled triangle ABE and two isosceles triangle ACF. Okay, ACF is here and CDF. Okay, AC is equals to FC, so AC is equals to FC, and DF is equals to DC. Okay, it's already marked for DF and DC. Find angle ABC. Okay, so we need to find this angle here. Okay, I'm going to slowly work towards this angle here. Okay, because if I can find angle FEC, then I'll just need to use my 90 minus this to find the answer. Okay, to work towards that. No idea what to do, but I'm gonna find whatever I can find. Okay, I'm gonna find this first. I'm gonna write it down. Angle F CE. Should I find that first? Actually, I can't find that first. Okay, I can find angle CF D first because it's isosceles, so 180 minus 52 divided by 2. Okay. $64, so this is 64, and so now I know that this is 30. Okay, let me write it down first. FCE is equals to 30. Okay, I can find this angle over here also, because it is 90. So 90 minus 64 is ACF, right? ACF is equals to 90 minus 64. Okay, this is 26. Reason why I want to find that is because I want to find what is angle AFC. Okay, that would be 180 minus 26 and divided by 2. Okay, so this is 77. I want to find what is this angle here. Angle EFD is 180 minus 77 minus 64 is 39. Okay, I can find this angle here. Be careful, this angle here is not 90. Okay, this angle here, there's no marking here, so I'm just gonna use 180 minus 52 minus 34. Okay, this angle here is 94, and by using the vertically opposite, this is also 94. Okay, just to double confirm, I'm gonna find this angle here. It will be 180 minus 64 minus 30. Okay, this is 86, so 86 plus 94 will give me 180. Okay, yep, which means that now I can find what is angle FEC. Okay, that will be 180 minus 94 minus 39. So 180 minus 94 minus 39, it will give me 47. Okay, and to find the answer of angle ABC, you can use a 360 minus 90 minus 47. Okay, or 90 minus 47, that will give you the answer. Question 16, Yanti decorated the sides of a rectangular board with 16 buttons. The buttons were placed at an equal distance apart along all the sides of the board. Okay, the length of the board was 210 cm. The figure below shows part of her layout. Okay, so what was the breadth of the rectangular board? Okay, so since she used 16 buttons, I'm gonna try and figure out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The buttons were placed at equal distance, right? So here there is already 12. 16 minus 12 is 4. So I can only have 4 more buttons, which means that the buttons must be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the other key factor that you must realize is this. The buttons were placed at equal distance apart along all the sides, okay? So which means that the first step that we need to find is to find the gaps, right? The distance of each gap, which is gonna be 210 divided by, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps. Okay, 42 cm, so which means that here to here is 42 cm, and then the next step to find the breadth will be to use 42 times 3. Okay, 126 cm. This will be the answer for part A. Okay, after that, Yanti decided to use a combination of ribbons and buttons. She spent a quarter of her money on 16 buttons and 4 ribbons. Okay, the cost of each ribbon is twice the cost of each button. Yanti bought some more ribbons with half of her remaining money. How many ribbons did she buy altogether in the end? Okay, a quarter of her money on 16 buttons and 4 ribbons. And also the cost of each button is twice the cost of, the cost of each ribbon is twice the cost of each button. Okay, so for part B, I'm gonna do it here. So for this kind of question, usually I'm gonna let the cost of each ribbon be equal to 2 units, okay, and the cost of each button be equal to 1 unit, so that it will be, the ribbon is twice. Okay, and then 4 ribbon is 8 units, 16 buttons is basically 16 units, which means that a quarter of her money, okay, is equals to 8 units plus 16 units, okay, which is equal to 24 units. Okay, then after that, Yanti bought some more ribbons with half of her remaining money. Okay, so the remaining will be 3/4. So remain will be, okay, 3/4, right? So half of her remaining money you need to half times 3/4. Okay, this is gonna give you 3/8. Okay, so now I want to find out this 3/8 is how many units, right? Okay, so over here I know that, okay, a quarter is equals to 24 units, right? Quarter is the same as 2/8. Okay, 2/8 is equals to 24 units, so 1/8 is equals to 12 units. Okay, 3/8 is equals to 36 units, right? So which means that okay, Yanti bought some more ribbons using 32 units. Okay, so 36 units. 36 divided by okay, the cost of each ribbon is 2 units, right? Will be 18 ribbons. Okay, so how many ribbons did she buy altogether? 18 plus the 4 ribbons, right? Okay, it will be 22. Question 17. Madam Yap sold some t-shirts in March. The table below shows the number of t-shirts sold for size S and L, but not M and XL. Okay, 50% for part A, 50% of the t-shirts were in size L. The ratio of the number of t-shirts in M to XL is 5:11. Okay, so how many of the t-shirts were in size M? Okay, so for part A, okay, the first info that you need to be clear about is this: 50% of the t-shirts were L, right? Okay, so since L is 400 over here, it means that 50% is equal to 400, right? Okay, so which means that S plus M plus XL will be, okay, the rest of the 50%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find M plus XL is equals to 400 minus 80. Okay, which will give you 320. Okay, then the next thing will be to realize this: the ratio of the number of t-shirt in M XL is 5:11. Okay, so the next step that you're gonna do is to find what is 1 unit. 16 unit is equals to 320. 1 unit will be 320 divided by 16. Since the question is asking how many of the t-shirts were in M, and M is in 5 units, right? So 5 units will be 100, okay? So let's write this down first, 100, and so I'm gonna write this down also just in case we're gonna need it, 220 for Excel. Okay, so for part B, Madam Yap sold all of her t-shirts in the size of S at the usual price and all of her t-shirts in the size of M at a discount of 25%. Okay, she received a total of $1,620 from the sale. The amount of money she received from the sale of the t-shirts in M, okay, was $180 more than the sale of the t-shirt in S. So what's the price difference in the cost of a t-shirt in S and the t-shirt in M at their usual price? Okay, so for part B, again, there's a lot of info, but if you're confused, read through the question a few more times and you should realize that the key is over here. Amount of money received, okay, the key is over here. She received a total of this. Okay, and the amount, I'm just gonna highlight the whole thing. Okay, once you focus on this, it means that the amount of money that she received from, okay, this is M is to S, right, is $180 more. If you're confused, you can draw a simple model like this, and the total is $1620, right? Okay, so basically we can find out what's the total amount of money for M, right? So I'm not gonna write down the working. For M, it'll be 1620 plus 108. 1620 plus 180 divided by 2. So it will be $900 for S. Okay, you can use minus 1620. It'll be 720. Okay, so the next step will be to find the what's the cost of each t-shirt, right? So for M, I'm gonna use 900 divided by 100. Okay, is equals to $9. Okay, but remember she sold the t-shirts in M at a discount of 25%. Okay, so note if you remember this. Okay, then you should realize that this is 75%, right? Okay, so we're gonna work out what is the usual price. Okay, 75% is equals to $9. Work out 100%, you just need to use 9 over 75, okay, times 100. Okay, $12 is the usual price of M. Okay, and then for the small, okay, it'll be 720 divided by 80. Okay, 720 divided by 80 will give you $9. Okay, this is the usual price already because the size S are sold at the usual price. So what is the price difference in the cost of a t-shirt in size S and M at their usual price? So the last step will be to use 12 minus 9, which is $3. Okay, so we have come to the end of the paper, and as usual, if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment, or you can find me on my Facebook page, or you can find me in from my WhatsApp number also. If you find this lesson useful, please share it with your friends, and if you want to find out more about math tuition services, you can contact me to find out more about what I can offer. So I will see you all in the next lesson, and have a good day.